Hi, everybody. It's Susie and Mallory, and we're going to make the Reese's no-bake peanut butter bars again, step by step in this video, because there's no way that Pat Phelan is going to remember how we did it the last time. So here's our ingredients. We have 1 box of graham crackers, honey grams, don't get the cinnamon ones. 1 cup of peanut butter, or if you're going to weigh it, because scooping peanut butter out of a dry measure cup is a real pain in the butt. So it's about 8.8 ounces if you're going to weigh it. We have 1 stick of salted butter, softened to room temperature. 1 dirty spatula. 1.5 cups of powdered sugar. 1/4 cup of brown sugar, and 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. Our first step is going to be to take this lovely pile of box of graham crackers, and we're going to put it in this food processor, and we're going to smash it into powder. So we'll be back in a minute. Okay, so we've put some of our graham crackers in the food processor already to save time. See, here they are, all powdery and nice in the bowl. And Mallory's putting the last of the graham crackers in the food processor. Nope, not done yet. Yeah, it looks good. Okay, so that's good. Now, if you don't have a food processor, pretty much the only way you're going to do this is put them in a big Ziploc bag and maybe go out and run them over 6 or 7 times with your car, or beat them with a hammer, or smash them with your Hulk fists. I don't know. It's up to you. All right, so there is our graham crackers in the mixing bowl. And now, basically, we're just going to dump all the other ingredients into the bowl. Here's our sugar, brown sugar, powdered sugar, our butter. Now, as my high school home ec teacher, Mrs. Helga Bogardus, would say, make sure you get all the goodness. Or most of it, like Mallory's doing. And our peanut butter. Now, I forgot to mention one very important also ingredient, and that is the bag of chocolate chips. You are going to use a whole bag of semi-sweet chocolate chips, but they don't come in till the end, so we'll do that later. Okay, we're going to take this over. Oh, now I want our vanilla. Don't forget the vanilla.
You goon, you left some of it.
Shh. Great. This is our vanilla. Milka. Vanilla. And we're going to go over to the very expensive KitchenAid mixer and mix it up. I'll be right back. Okay, so here we are at the mixer. And again, if you don't have a mixer, you can use a hand mixer, or you can actually just
use your fingers.
Get a real big bowl and use your fingers, or a wooden spoon or something like that. But we're going to use this fancy mixer that was purchased for me for Christmas. But make sure that you put the explosion guard on
and cover the hole.
Because what happens is if you just turn the mixer on, the powdered sugar is going to blow up in your face. So let's just do this a little bit at a time. Then once all the powder starts to get integrated, where it's not going to blow right up in your face, you can kick it up a notch. Or 2 or 3. Okay.
Alright.
Now, see how it's that nice consistency?
Like wet sand.
It's like wet sand. That's really what you want. Where it's going to smush together when you press it down into the pan, but not be too oily or greasy. Because what will happen is if you use too much fat, being the butter or the peanut butter, which most recipes, if you check online, are going to have another stick of butter in. But what will happen is this will look wonderful. It will cure beautifully in the refrigerator or freezer. But as soon as you take it out to serve to your guests, it's going to turn into a mushy pile of goo. So that's why we actually cut back on the butter, because we wanted to, number one, enhance the peanut butter flavor, but also work with a better consistency. So we've actually already prepared the pan. We have a little pan here, a 9 by 13 inch lipped pan that we purchased at Dollar Tree for $1 and 1.6875 cents, because that is the sales tax in New Jersey now. Not that it makes a difference. We're going to take this
goodness
stuff out. That's okay. Use your...
I need a rubber.
Good enough. And Mallory's going to... Make sure you overlap the sides of your pan with this parchment paper. You have to tilt it forward now. Or backwards. One or the other.
Give me a rubber scraper.
We're going to be right back just because it's kind of heavy.